Hello there and welcome to the first edition of Platypus, a narrowboat adventure. Back in May last year we bought ourselves a narrowboat. It was a bit of a project narrowboat, and I just put a few videos together just to show you what we've been up to, what we've been doing, our highs and lows, and kind of show everyone what we've been up to if anyone's interested. I know I've been watching a lot of vlogs on YouTube and really have enjoyed them, so I thought I'd have a go of it myself. I'm going to go right from the very beginning. We've had the boat for a little while now, but I'm going to go back to the beginning as to when we bought it and tell you all about it. Like many people, we started off by watching narrowboat documentaries. There's so many of them out there. We always loved it. We loved the way of life. We just really wanted to have a go. So one day we wondered where our nearest canal was. We live in West Sussex, and online I found that there is a disused canal quite close to us, which they've just done up and dug it out, and it was on the River Arun. So we went to visit. You will be, yes.
Fine, then, yeah. It's not complicated, it's just a few basic, really fundamental safety rules.
It's the lock.
Why is that the lock?
Well, the lock, it makes us move down.
Oh, really?
It's like having stairs on the water.
I don't like stairs.
Don't you?
Well, we don't have any then.
After that trip, we started to look around, seeing how much they were, and see if we could get a slice of the action, as it were. So we looked around, and within 3 days, we'd found a boat, gone up and seen it up in Manchester, some 230 miles away from home, and we bought it. A bit on the whim, a bit of a scary, but that's what we've done. So this is it, Platypus, a project boat, 30 foot, not an awful lot to it. The inside is completely empty. It's got a new floor down. That's it. It's not watertight. As you can see, it goes straight out to the elements. There was an engine which was just sitting on its side. It's not bolted down or anything like that. No fuel tank, nothing. The hatch had holes in it. Wasn't watertight. There was only one door. The other door was sitting inside. But we thought, let's have a go. Let's see if we can get this up and running. I felt confident. My other half did. We were really excited by the whole prospect, so we went for it. As you can see, the other half is standing down the hatch, so we can make it watertight. There's still going to be some gaps, unfortunately. I think we need to replace the whole doors.
We have.
Okay, last night was our first night in the boat. Lauren's up there trying to sort the hatch out, make it nice and secure. I'm going to try and start the engine for the first. It's a Lister SR2 engine, which means it's a 2-cylinder engine. Know a little bit about cars, so I thought I'd be able to get it started. Done a bit of research and found out they're meant to be bulletproof, air-cooled. So the first day was all about seeing what state the engine's in and see if we could actually get it working, as that was obviously our priority and would cost us money if we couldn't. Once it's gone up, it's in, isn't it?
Yeah. Tell you what, exhaust on that's the lovely engine, that, isn't it?
It is. Right, so that was one big milestone over and done with. We managed to get the engine and the gearbox running. Now that's done, we've set ourselves a target of getting the boat ready to go in the water and motor away close to the home by the end of August. So let's see how further we get on. There's a lot still to do. Okay, Lauren's up on the roof trying to sort that out. Stanley's been a very good boy today, haven't you?
Oh my gosh.
Let's go and see what we've done so far. Stanley, you stay down here, pop it. Got the engine been ticking over for a while. Before we brought Platypus, it had a new swim welded onto the back of the boat, but the rust was left on the top, so water had got underneath the rust and was sitting between the old metal and the new metal. So what I had to do is ground it all back, dry it out. I ended up filling it, sanding it down, painted it red oxide, as it is more just a cosmetic job, but the most important thing was to keep the water away from the new metal below, which had been replaced. I found the original deck support lying underneath the boat. Instead of welding it, I decided to bolt it in place just in case I needed to remove it again to do some work on the engine. Next was the tiller. I had a very old rudder top with a square boss on it. Now, what I didn't realise is tillers actually came straight, so I had to buy a tiller. I had to get it bent by a very helpful company that I found online, and then I needed to also get a boss made up, which they very kindly helped me with. All of that only cost me 50 quid. I could not believe how cheap it was, but they really finished up with a nice tiller to go onto the boat. The water tank at the front of the boat needed to be derusted, needed to be treated, and then painted 3 times. Lucky enough for me, my other half did that. Next was the electrics. I fitted a bilge pump. I made my own instrument panel to put all the keys and the switches on. Done all the boat engine electrics, including the alternator and the battery, ready for us to go off motoring. The gearbox that I managed to inherit with the boat is called an LM100 gearbox, which is a manual gearbox. So I had to find a way of transmitting the manual shift to go up through the floorboard so we could put it into forward, neutral and reverse while we were actually on the boat. Come up with this little arrangement. It doesn't look very pretty like this, but once all the floorboards are down and it's all painted up, it will look perfect and do the job just right. Okay, now most of it's done now. As you can see, the engine starts straight off the key. I've put all the floor decks in. I've got the exhaust fitted. As you can see the alternator and the gearbox all running on there as well. I have since lagged the exhaust. Fuel tanks in, which I had to clean out and to get all the old rust off. Breathers in, it's all strapped down so it can't be moved. All the piping's in for the fuel tank, the return lines, the fuel pressure. I've got a nice bar there to stop any water going back into the deck, as well as the fuel, which is one of the BSS test stipulations. Tiller's all welded on and in place. And fitted some other trim. The only thing left to do was to get the stern gear fitted, which I was going to pay someone to do, and also the anodes as well, get them welded on. They're the only 2 items I've not done myself. Everything else so far I've done myself, and quite proud of myself really, with a lot of help with my other half. She's been a rock, and she's been really helpful with everything. So pretty much there, just a last few things to get done, and then hopefully we'll be ready to get it launched. Watching the first episode of Platypus on Narrowboat Adventure. Please like, share and subscribe so you know when we've got some more videos coming up, and I look forward to seeing you. Thanks again, take care, bye bye.